Tempest 2000 is the first in a line of classic Atari coin-op games that will be revamped for the Jaguar. It's also the best thing yet for that machine. If you're old enough to remember the original Tempest from 1981, this version will blow your head off. If you were in diapers back then, it'll still blow your head off. This is probably the fastest, flashiest, brain sucker of an arcade game ever to make its way to a home system. This cart has 4 playing modes. The first is traditional Tempest. This is just like the old coin-op game in which you control a claw-shaped blaster patrolling the rim of a web, shooting down anything and everything that emerges from the center. Atari has given this game a mild facelift. It supports a scrolling perspective that lets you view the game closer to the web. Purists, though, can turn this feature off. Your foes remain the same as the arcade version. Spikers, flippers, tankers, fuseballs, and pulsars will give you a refresher course in pain, or introduce you to it if you're a neophyte. And it only gets crazier from there. The next step in this chaotic evolution is Tempest Plus. Here you can play a 2-player cooperative match with a human friend or seek the assistance of the computer-controlled AI droid. The rules are the same as the traditional match, but the explosions have been updated. A good way to ease players into the frenzy of the full game. The AI droid is actually quite smart. Better than the wingman in certain PC flight games I won't mention. Maybe Atari borrowed SNK's algorithm for the computer opponent in their fighting games. Tempest Duel is truly the product of a disordered mind. Luckily, Atari values insanity in their game designers. In this game, 2 human players fight it out on mirror image webs. Any shots you fire also appear on your opponent's web, and vice versa. When you're not firing, you're equipped with a mirror that deflects your enemy's shots back at him. Of course, all the other web denizens will be more than happy to kill you as well. Finally, we come to the demented crown jewel of this twisted card, Tempest 2000. In addition to your regular threats, you'll also have to contend with mutant flippers, mirrors, UFOs, and demon heads. You will also collect power-ups that give you increased abilities like particle lasers, an AI droid, warp zones, and a jump feature that lets you leap right off the rim of a web. The graphics of this round are dazzling, and the gameplay is a frenzy blast of colorful images and finger-melting action. If you collect 3 warp power-ups in Tempest 2000, you'll go to a bonus round to earn some serious extra points. There are 3 distinct kinds of warp zones, and successful completion of them earns you 20,000 points and warps you 5 zones ahead. This is a very nice touch. Although difficult, the warp zones are a good way to relax in between manic battles on the web, and the extra points don't hurt either. Tempest 2000 features a great techno-rave soundtrack and eardrum-damaging sound effects. The sounds combined with the ultra-fast play and awe-inspiring graphics create one of the most intense arcade games around. But don't take our word for it, check it out yourself. Tempest 2000 is the best game yet for a very impressive new system. Fans of the original game will flock to this hypercharged new version, and it should win lots of new addicts as well. It does suffer slightly from the lack of the rotary knob controller of the arcade game, but you can get the hang of using the Jag controller easily enough. One taste is all it will take for Tempest 2000 to suck your brain out through your eyes. Feed your head to the web, he said, for reality will never be the same.